You'll find two kinds of fossils in the Wyoming town of Kemmerer. City Councilman Robert Bowen sells one kind at his fossil shop downtown.
That's one of the fun things about some of the fossils is they tell stories. You know, like this guy right here where you see the bite mark.
The other kind is fossil fuel. A coal mine feeds the Naughton power plant just outside town.
It's huge for us for, as far as our economy. That the power plant, the coal mine provide a lot of jobs here.
Wyoming is the nation's leading coal producer, but the energy industry is changing. Dana Ralston heads coal, natural gas, and geothermal plants at Pacific Corp, which owns Naughton. He says coal is more expensive now than gas-fired electricity, and renewables like wind and solar are moving in.
Renewables have grown year after year after year, and they are a cheaper alternative from a market perspective than a coal plant.
Late last year, Pacific Corp announced that closing the plant ahead of its schedule would save customers money. Wyoming has not embraced the energy transition. The state's residents have the nation's lowest rate of acceptance that humans are causing climate change. And University of Wyoming economist Robert Godby says that state officials have not prepared for the changing market.
We've been late to the game. We have been reticent or maybe just slow, or maybe we've denied the changes that are going on. And so we've been slow to react to them. We haven't been proactive, we've been reactive.
We understand that a change is coming, but we're simply asking that let's do it with some wisdom. Let's not put the plane into a nosedive. Let's let it glide down easy and sort this out.
Dan Dockstetter is a Wyoming state senator. A new law that Dockstetter sponsored puts a wrinkle in Pacific Corp's plans. It requires the company to look for a buyer before closing the plant. Godby calls it a speed bump.
If the current owner of a coal-fired power plant can't make money with that plant, why would somebody else buy it? But on the other side of the coin, the devil's in the details.
Godby says the details are still being written, but the state may structure the deal to raise the costs for Pacific Corp.
With that uncertainty, firms hate uncertainty, maybe they'll look at other states and close those power plants first.
Robert Bowen says the new law will help the town of Kemmerer buy time, but trouble is ahead.
It's not if, it's when. To prevent some of that, we need to start looking at diversifying our economy here. One of the things that we could be pushing a lot harder is paleotourism with fossil fish that we dig here, which is something that's very unique to this area.
Bowen says fossil tourism alone won't save the town, but it would help.
You get the scales and bones on both sides.
Like the creatures entombed in stone here, Kemmerer must adapt or go extinct. Steve Baragona, VOA News, Kemmerer, Wyoming.